Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Brief reminder at this time, if you'd please turn your cell phones and other electronic devices to silent. We appreciate that. Family members, friends, and guests, welcome to the 2022 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony. Founded in 1886 as a Morrill Act land-grant institution, while Wyoming was still a territory, the University of Wyoming serves as a statewide resource for higher education of the highest quality, rigorous scholarship, technology transfer, economic and community development, and responsible stewardship of our cultural, historical, and natural resources. Today's graduates represent a broad range of academic disciplines born from those traditions and ideals. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Camilla Okpodu, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Arts and Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Scott Thomas, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean John Koprowski, please welcome candidates for graduation from the Haub School of Environment and Natural Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honors College is represented by Dean Peter Parolin. Honors Scholars are intellectually curious and academically accomplished students from all majors at the university. These students are graduating with their respective colleges and schools. Under the leadership of Dr. Kevin Carmen, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, as well as Dr. Stephen Barrett, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, please welcome candidates for graduation from the Office of Academic Affairs. Under the leadership of Provost Kevin Carmen, the university faculty are led in by Faculty Marshals Maya Williams, Learning Design and Technology, along with Neil Theobald, Higher Education Administration and Educational Leadership. Under the leadership of President Edward Seidel, the stage party is led by Honorary Marshals Mark Bittner, Senior Lecturer of Human Development and Family Sciences, Tasman Emerson Hurt, Librarian, Education and Research Services, along with Dr. Jim King, Professor of Political Science, in recognition of their distinguished service to the university. The University Mace, which is carried in by Mark Bittner, will be carried out by Dr. Jim King. It's a symbol of presidential leadership and authority. It's crowned with a cap of flames, signifying knowledge and enlightenment. President Seidel, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, administrative leadership, members of the faculty, graduates, family, and friends. The 2022 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony will now be in order. We ask that you please stand for the presentation of the colors by the University of Wyoming Army ROTC and the playing of our national anthem by University of Wyoming Brass Quintet. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Wyoming, Dr. Edward Seidel.
Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Woo! Welcome to the University of Wyoming's 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremonies. We are so incredibly pleased that you could be with us. And thank you to the University of Wyoming Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Ben Markley for beginning our celebration this afternoon with such a beautiful processional music. The celebration is the culmination of several years of hard work and performance by our students. Educating students at the undergraduate and graduate level is at the core of our mission as a land-grant and flagship university. We prepare tomorrow's leaders, and today we launch a very strong cohort of graduates who have a bright future. Congratulations, graduates. We are all proud of you and wish you success in every way in the world. I'm so grateful to be able to join you this afternoon. However, this ceremony will look a little bit different from others. I will have to step out a bit early, but our Provost and Executive Vice President Kevin Carmen will step in to ensure that everything runs smoothly. And on that, I'd like to welcome to the stage Provost Carmen to introduce the honorary marshals.
Thank you, President Seidel. Good afternoon, graduates, families, trustees, faculty, staff, and guests. What a great day. As Provost, I'm honored to have the opportunity to reflect on the role that our faculty play in our world and in our university. I'd like to recognize our honorary marshals, campus leaders whose daily work inspires all of us to move this institution toward greater excellence. Leading the stage party today and carrying our university mace, honorary marshals are customarily senior faculty with exceptional careers named in recognition of their distinguished service to the University of Wyoming. They've devoted their professional lives and extraordinary talents to the advancement of their disciplines and to their students' intellectual growth, and I'm honored to introduce them today. First is Mark T. Bittner, Senior Lecturer, Human Development and Family Sciences. Mark Bittner attended UW and graduated with an elementary education degree with an emphasis in early childhood special education in 1989, and then earned an MA degree in child development, also from UW. After working for several years in a for-profit child care center, he took over as director of the UW Child Care Center. After many years of lobbying for a new early childhood facility at UW, in 2005, a new program was built on campus, which became the current Early Care and Education Center, where Bittner remained director for 17 years. Bittner has served on many boards, both locally and nationally. He is past president of the Wyoming Early Childhood Association and was the chair of advocacy for the National Coalition for Campus Children's Centers. Most recently, he served for 6 years as vice chair on the Albany County School District Board of Trustees. Bittner will be retiring at the end of June after working for the University of Wyoming for 31 years, and he hopes to continue advocating for young children in other capacities. Next, I'm pleased to introduce Tamsin Emerson Hurt, Librarian, Education, and Research Services. Tamsin Emerson Hurt has been with the University of Wyoming Library since 1986. She holds a BA degree in history and a master's degree in history and library science, where her tenure at UW includes several positions within the UW libraries, including assistant documents librarian, reference collection development librarian, Wyoming bibliographer collection development librarian, and special collections librarian, and currently the Emmett D. Chisholm Special Collections. She serves as library liaison to the UW History Department. Her 2005 article, Luxury in the Wilderness, Yellowstone's Grand Canyon Hotel, 1911 to 1960, received the 2006 Wyoming State Historical Society Award for Best Article. She has contributed to edited volumes, including forthcoming books that include Yellowstone's Cultural Landscape, The Evolution of America's First National Park. Hurt is a recipient of the John Topin and Susan Red Butler Off-Campus Faculty Research Award and Charles Red Fellowship in Western American History from the Charles Red Center at Brigham Young University. She is past president of the Wyoming State Historical Society and currently serves as associate editor for the Yellowstone History Journal. Her knowledge of Yellowstone's history and research resources contributed to her work as co-founder of the Conversations on Collecting Yellowstone conferences in 2019 and 2022. In 2012, Hurt was the recipient of the UW Library's Agnes Milstead Distinguished Librarian Award, and the following year received the Annual Services Award from the Wyoming State Historical Society. Next, I'm pleased to introduce and recognize Dr. Jim King, Professor of Political Science. Dr. King is a professor of political science in the School of Politics, Public Affairs, and International Studies. He joined the UW faculty in 1992 to teach American and Wyoming government and other classes related to American politics. In 2020, King was a Fulbright Professional Scholar in American-Australian Alliance Studies at Flinders University. He's a recipient of UW's George Duke Humphrey Distinguished Faculty Award, the College of Arts and Sciences Exemplary Faculty Award, and the Promoting Intellectual Engagement in the First Year, or PI Award, for freshman classes. And he's received the Top Prof Award of the University of Wyoming Mortarboard Society. King's research touches upon many aspects of American government and politics, with a particular emphasis on aspects of the American presidency. These outstanding faculty have demonstrated a commitment to the university and our students that extends beyond the classroom and scholarly activities. Thank you for all you do and continue to do to serve our great university. Honorary faculty marshals, would you please stand and let us recognize you? President Seidel will now continue with some special introductions.
Thank you, Provost Carmen. I'm pleased now to have John McKinley of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and the chair of the UW Board of Trustees, Jeff Marsh of Torrington, Wyoming, former chairman, Kermit Brown of Laramie, Wyoming, vice chairman of the board, and trustee Brad Bonner of Cody, Wyoming, here with us today. I'd also like to recognize other members of the Board of Trustees and thank them for their exemplary leadership. Other members of the Board of Trustees include Michelle Sullivan, Treasurer of the Board, Sheridan, Wyoming. Laura Schmidt-Pizzato, Secretary of the Board, Rock Springs. Dave True, Board Member and former Chair of the Board, Casper, Wyoming. And the rest of the Board membership, David Fall from Gillette, Elizabeth Greenwood, Pinedale, Brad LaCroix, Newcastle, Carol Linton, Jackson, Macy Moore, Douglas. It's now my pleasure to recognize those in the stage party who will not be introduced later in the program. I ask that they stand for introduction and hold your applause until all have been introduced. Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, Dr. Stephen Barrett. Ann Alexander, one of today's name readers, Ann Alexander, Vice President for Strategic Planning and Initiatives, and another name reader, Mandy Gifford, Chief of Staff to the Provost. The Jazz Ensemble, led by Benjamin Markley, and finally, the announcer for this morning's ceremony from Wyoming Public Media, Patrick Gabriel. Please join me in giving them all a round of applause. And now something very important. I would like to thank our faculty for the excellent education that they provided to our students. Faculty, would you please stand so we can thank you for the integral role you've played in these graduates' lives. Please be seated. And finally, I would like to give special recognition to the families, friends, and loved ones of today's graduates who provided support and encouragement in so many ways. Graduates, would you please stand up and look around, find your loved ones out there, and join me in giving them a round of applause. You can keep going. It's very important. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so now to recognize our honor students, Provost Carmen will return to the podium.
Students who graduate from UW with honor societies are among our most academically persistent, gifted, and adventurous students. Not only do they earn high marks in their coursework, but they often have added much more to their academic plate by stepping forward to take advantage of study abroad opportunities, participating in rich and meaningful internships, holding leadership positions in student organizations, and working to serve their communities. They exemplify all that is the best in UW students and their ambitions for the future. If you are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude, please rise so we can congratulate you on this achievement. Some of you may need to rise more than once. If you are a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, a college or department-specific honor society, please stand up so we can recognize your accomplishments. I would now like to welcome to the stage Dr. Peter Parolin, Dean of the Honors College.
Graduates from the Honors College complete a rigorous interdisciplinary course of study, produce a significant independent research or creative capstone project, and receive a minor in honors on their transcript. Extensive opportunities for experiential learning, financially supported internships, and study abroad round out the Honors College experience. Throughout our program, the symbol plus before a student's name indicates Honors College and signifies graduates who have accomplished all the requirements for the honors minor. Would all the graduates from the Honors College please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments? Now I welcome President Seidel back to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dean Parolin. Cynthia Lummis is one of our two great senators from the state of Wyoming and is the first female senator ever elected to represent the Equality State. Born and raised on a ranch outside of Cheyenne, Lummis has dedicated her career to defending Wyoming's agriculture, mineral, and energy resources. She first served the state in the House and Senate and as the state treasurer, as the at-large member of the U.S. House of Representatives from 2008 to 2016, where she was an original member of the House Freedom Caucus. Now, in the upper chamber of the Congress, the Senate, Lummis serves on the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee, the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, and the Environment and Public Works Committee, where she's focused on everything from land, energy, and natural resources to finance and technology issues like cryptocurrency. Lummis and her late husband have one daughter and two grandsons. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Senator Cynthia Lummis.
Graduates, parents, friends, faculty, administration, and staff. Congratulations to each of you on this wonderful Wyoming Day. You look fabulous. I love the regalia, I love the bling, I love the smiles. You look wonderful. Thank you for choosing the University of Wyoming. Wherever your lives take you from this day forward, know that your forever connection to this state is important to Wyoming's rich tapestry of life. Wherever you choose to make your home, whether it's here in Wyoming working here, building communities here, raising families here, or contributing from afar to this university or this state, please know that you are important to this Wyoming community, and that while our numbers are few, our sense of belonging is strong. Wyoming truly is a small town with long streets. There's often only 1 degree of separation between us. Wherever you go in the world, when you see the bucking horse and rider, and believe me, it shows up in the most unexpected places, you will smile and probably approach the person wearing it because the kinship is strong. No matter where you wind up, remember, the world needs more cowboys. When I graduated from the University of Wyoming long ago, and I graduated, as Al Simpson, and our former US Senator, used to say, I graduated, thank the Lordy. Instead of summa cum laude, I graduated, thank the Lordy. The speaker at my commencement ceremony was then Wyoming Governor Ed Hirschler. And I remember only one thing that he said in that speech. He said, I'm going to make this short. And he did make it short. I remember that too. Having also learned that blessed are ye who are brief, I intend to be brief today. My remarks will center around 3 pieces of advice. The first is this: it's hard work to teach children to work hard. In your life, the hardest job you will ever have is to be a parent, a teacher, a mentor. If you are a parent, you already know this. If you have parents, just ask them. It's hard work to teach children to work hard. This advice, or better said, this observation, came from a UW graduate and friend of mine, Haley Michael I. Davis, who with her husband Randy, also a Wyoming grad, is raising 5 boys, including a special needs child they adopted from Central Europe. Imagine, after having 4 healthy, busy boys, choosing to adopt specifically a special needs infant from another country. That entire family embraced those challenges with gratitude. And if you ask any member of that family, they will say they are stronger, better, and harder working because of it. The role of a parent as teacher, or a teacher as teacher, a coach, a good example, a moral compass, a good listener, is an ever-present obligation. When parents fall short or simply are not in their children's lives, these roles fall to others. I think one of the others among you this day that passed me when I was in the back room is someone who has on the back of their mortar board, now it's my turn to teach. Would that student stand up? Would that graduate stand up? Where are you? There she is. Hey, I want to thank you and your colleagues for choosing education, for choosing to be teachers. We need you. And you're going to be a teacher even if it's in the classroom or not. Because when parents fall short or simply are not in their children's lives, that role falls to others. Now, if that role in another person's life has fallen to you, accept and assume that role with gratitude. It might be a friend, a family member, a student, or a coworker. Be the teacher, the coach, the good example, the moral compass, the good listener. The reward that comes to you through the selfless act of sharing your presence and, more importantly, your attention with others is priceless. And that means putting down your phones. By giving your attention to others with intention, you give yourself a gift. My second bit of advice comes from University of Wyoming graduate Jody Levin. It is this: if you think you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Go find another room. Graduates, at no time since the 16th century has the world been in as disruptive, transformative times as you are now entering. The industrial age has given way to the information age, and it will revolutionize the way we all live and work. From tractors testing soil moisture and harvesting crops via GPS, to passenger and freight vehicles driving themselves. Jobs for low-skilled workers are already moving away from fast food shift work and as checkout clerks at big box stores to roles offering more training, more challenges, more opportunities for advancement, doing things like repairing computers with diagnostic tools, pursuing a trade, or providing support services to those of us like me in need of a human interface to help us navigate the digital world. Likewise, professionals are increasingly accessible online, from Zoom consultations and remote depositions with attorneys to telehealth appointments with doctors, nurses, and mental health professionals. No industry will ever be the same. Work is being transformed. The mental flexibility and adaptability required of you because of it are like nothing my generation has ever seen. Even as I speak, intelligent tools with a voice will allow an individual to simultaneously undertake dozens of activities through artificial intelligence. This has implications for every industry, but none so dramatically as our common defense. Artificial intelligence may soon completely transform our domestic and international security forces and aerospace industries. This will change the way we protect ourselves and our communities from violence, theft, and acts of aggression. This, in turn, will transform the role that government plays in our lives. The ethical morass created by these innovations must also be considered. This is a place where our constitutional rights and our technical capabilities are sometimes at odds. We must safeguard our rights, navigating the path forward with extreme thoughtfulness, care, and an orientation towards the importance of every individual right and every individual life. Even our money is changing. Government-issued money, such as the US dollar, often called fiat currency, is today joined by Bitcoin, and in some places is replaced by Bitcoin, a fully decentralized, non-government created store of value and means of payment. Wyoming has already recognized that Bitcoin is a game changer as a store of value and means of exchange. Wyoming has fully embraced the potential of the blockchain. Like Madeira, an island off Portugal, or Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador, and in this country, Florida and Texas, Wyoming is well suited to embrace the cultural aspects of the information age because Wyoming is so naturally aligned with the information age's values of individual rights, responsibilities, and freedom. I believe cities, states, and individuals will be the beneficiaries of the move to a decentralized digital future. This will loosen central government's oligopoly on power. That's a good thing for Americans and for humanity in general. Look at the people in Venezuela right now. Look at the people in Ukraine. They benefit daily from the existence of Bitcoin. We had testimony in one of my committees that even though it would take days to get US dollars into Ukraine, we can get Bitcoin overnight into Ukraine to help them buy medical supplies and food and ammunition and things they need tomorrow because it's faster and cheaper and they can use it immediately. This is the world that you are entering, that you are embracing. It's not a dystopian future or a sci-fi novel, it's here. So you can rise to the moment by never allowing yourselves to be the smartest person in the room. To excel in this information age, you will need to constantly learn, constantly grow, constantly challenge yourself. So surround yourselves with people who are smarter than you. Find that room. And lastly, you woke up this morning with more individual freedom in the most creative, divinely inspired nation on earth. The transformations and disruptions I have alluded to are testing those very freedoms. Be on watch. There are those in government who believe not that the Creator endowed us with inalienable rights, as the founders of our nation acknowledged in the Declaration of Independence, but that government created those rights, and that government should redefine those rights, including our rights to freedom of speech, religion, property, assembly, and to keep and bear arms. Even fundamental scientific truths, such as the existence of two sexes, male and female, are subject to challenge these days. You know, and I challenge those of you, I'm not making a comment on the fact that there are people who transition between sexes. I personally question how, under our Constitution, we could forbid in-person worship services during a pandemic while labeling liquor stores as essential and keeping them open. And how the creation of a government disinformation board is not an affront to free speech. Which brings me to my third and final observation. This one is coming from my favorite contemporary nonfiction author and professor at King's College, Eric Metaxas. It is this: we are ourselves in this moment the keepers of the flames of liberty. In his book, If You Can Keep It, Eric Metaxas reminds us that by itself, our Constitution is just words on paper. The Constitution's Charter of Self-Governance requires the civic engagement of all who call themselves Americans. It is we who must keep all the grand and noble promises of our republic. That is both the wonderful, spectacular genius of our republic and its terrible, sobering danger. The Constitution and the founders who created it put unimaginably great and fragile things in the hands of the people, in our hands, now, this minute. So if you take away anything from my remarks today, other than, yes, indeed, they were short, remember these three things. Teaching others to work hard is hard work. Hard and essential work. Hard and rewarding work. Gird yourselves with the patience of Job. Number two, if you think you are the smartest person in the room, You're in the wrong room. The information age we are in will require that we surround ourselves with people who are smarter than us, who will challenge us, spur our creativity, and bring out the best in us. And thirdly, we are ourselves, in this moment, the keepers of the flames of liberty, an unimaginably great and fragile thing, which requires of all of us a commitment to personal responsibility and civic engagement. What an interesting time to be alive. Change is around every corner. It is both empowering and overwhelming. So I suggest viewing these times with an eye to the momentous place in history where we find ourselves, as articulated in the musical Hamilton. On the eve of the American Revolution, the Schuyler sisters sing out exuberantly. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening. Indeed it is. We are here for it. And if you choose, you can shape it. The world definitely needs more cowboys, and it's getting them today. Congratulations, graduates, and God bless.
Thank you, Senator Lummis. We deeply appreciate your thoughts today. Now, on behalf of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association, this morning, Jack Tennant will offer congratulations to our graduates as they transition from students to alumni. Jack is the Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association. Please welcome Jack Tennant to the podium.
Thank you, President Seidel, and all the deans here today, and the faculty and the trustees for allowing the Alumni Association to be part of this memorable ceremony. And to the 2022 graduates, I congratulate you all on earning your degree and becoming an alum of the University of Wyoming. So my name's Jack Tennant, and I'm the Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association, and I'm a 2010 graduate of UW. And believe it or not, I remember sitting right there in the seats that you're sitting at now, thinking about what I was planning to do after graduation with my friends and my family, and the last thing I was thinking about was what it meant to become an alum. Well, becoming an alum means so many things to so many different people, but I'll leave you with a few thoughts here today. The University of Wyoming Alumni Association and all 130,000 alumni will be here for you whenever and wherever you need us. Become an alum means that you all, because of your hard work that you've put in over the last few years, will always have a home right here at the University of Wyoming. We couldn't be more proud of you and welcome you to the alumni family. You may think that there's some special point when crossing this stage where you become an alum, but actually you've been working at it for quite some time. All those classes, all those late nights studying or socializing, all of those walks into the wind, always into the wind, across Prexy's pasture. This whole time, you've been getting closer and closer. The last thing that being an alum means is that you will always be a cowboy, and nobody can take that from you. Now, if you wouldn't mind joining me in a little audience participation, I'm gonna pull out my phone here and take a selfie video with all of you saying, "Go Pokes," on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Pokes! Congratulations.
Thank you, Jack. And graduates, I encourage you to stay involved with the Alumni Association and stay connected to the University of Wyoming as you begin the next chapter of your lives. You're always welcome back on campus. Now, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Scott Thomas, Dean of the College of Education, to the podium to introduce this afternoon's student speaker.
Thank you, President Seidel. What a day. I am so immensely proud of you. I'm honored to introduce Myra Abby Sagahon as our student commencement speaker today. Abby is graduating today with a degree in secondary agricultural education, and Abby and more than 150 of her peers in today's commencement are teachers. Teachers who will shape our future. Abby spent this semester in Hannah, Wyoming. I believe that may be known as the Central South Riviera of Wyoming, population 751, and Abby's been teaching at Hannah Elk Mountain Junior Senior High School there. Abby, you represent the best of our excellent college, and it is my honor to ask you to come to this podium and share your wisdom with us.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to the commencement ceremony of 2022 at the University of Wyoming. Every one of you has made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. Not only did these graduates face the usual challenges that come with pursuing a college degree, like deciding between pasta and cheeseburgers for the 5th night in a row, or deciding between studying for that big test or taking a spontaneous trip to Walmart. They also had to endure one of the biggest challenges of all, a challenge none of us saw coming. In March of 2021, nacho fries were officially taken off the Taco Bell menu. I know. If you know anything about college students, you know Taco Bell is that place that we all lean on for some feel-good food. On a more serious note, in March 2020, the world was faced with a pandemic that changed our outlook on education, socialization, hygiene, and the world as a whole. We were challenged to change a lot of our habits as college students, all the habits that make college, right? Not only were we forced to rely on technology, but we were tasked with relying heavily on our own abilities and resources. This meant doing labs at home at your own risk. Take it from me, not a good time to learn how to build electrical circuits. Nonetheless, we made it through that, and now we sit here today to celebrate such a grand achievement. I would like to take some time to congratulate all my fellow education graduates for choosing one, if not the most difficult careers ever. If it wasn't for people like teachers with big hearts and a will to endure the toughest challenges to ensure our students are able to reach their full potential, many of us wouldn't be here. Because the education field is so diverse, we have people that come from all walks of life, which means students have lots of opportunities to connect and relate with their teachers. We have some students who have known the career they would be pursuing since the first time their kindergarten teacher asked what they wanted to do when they grew up. Some of you who took classes to different majors and can now graduate with 5 different degrees. Others who don't really know how they made it this far. Or if you're anything like me, who grew up admiring their dad and dreamed of doing the same thing he did. I'm still working on being a construction worker. It's not working out. Whatever path has brought you here, what matters is that you are sitting here today because you survived essays, final exams, capstone projects, or in my case, student teaching, which is a great achievement on its own. I don't know about you guys, but I went into student teaching ready to face the rowdiest kids ever, prepared to set boundaries and expectations, and driven to create the most engaging lesson plans that would also be fun and creative. Instead, I was faced with a group of kids that were willing and excited to learn, a group of kids that, like us, come from all walks of life. At times, my students trusted me with typical high school news, like who was crushing on who, and what the new hip lingo is, which has apparently changed since I was in high school. But at times, I was trusted with some of the most heart-wrenching information, things I didn't think people were built to handle, things I couldn't believe my kids were dealing with. All your classes and practicums prepare you to write lesson plans, how to use good teaching strategies, and how to incorporate technology into your classroom. But no one prepares you to sit there and listen to your students talk about some of the hardest circumstances a student should never endure. No one teaches you how to keep your composure as a student cries in your arms when you're a sympathy crier. That's because all those things can't be taught. Now, for my fellow graduates in other fields, although we may have a different background and a different reasoning for deciding to pursue our careers, I am willing to bet the next statement will bring one person or even several to mind. There were many times when I did not believe in my abilities, but this person always made me believe I could. They made me believe that although I felt like no one cared, they cared. When I felt like I couldn't or I wasn't strong enough to do anything, they gave me the boost I needed to believe I could. They were the reason I was excited to get to school early and stay late. At times, they were the only person I had and the only person who cared about how my day went. For some of you, the person who came to mind could have been a friend from school, a parent, or a guardian. But I'm almost willing to bet at least one teacher or coach popped into your head. That's because as students, we spend more than half of our childhood and young adult lives in school. For most of us, teachers and coaches become family. And for some, they were the only family we had. Our teachers are such a constant in our lives that at times you find yourself missing school. As an education graduate, I might be biased, but no matter our background, degree, or future, we all have a teacher to thank. I had a chat with a good friend of mine during student teaching when I was at my lowest and I kind of felt like I was the absolute worst teacher. I didn't feel like I was doing enough and I didn't feel like I had enough to offer. She told me something that honestly changed the rest of my experience and something that might stick with you too. She said, "You have to work hard, get through the tough parts, and keep your eye on the parts of teaching that make it all worthwhile. I know it's hard and it's often not fair how much work you have to put in, but your students deserve a dedicated teacher, and if we don't do it, who will? Teachers, stop and think about the kid who comes to school just to be in your classroom. Those of you who are not teachers, stop and think about the purpose, think about the impact you have on the world and getting you through the tough days that are guaranteed in our future as we are trusted to hold the world together. I'll be completely honest. At first, these words didn't feel like they applied to me because up to that moment, I didn't think I would have any impact on those kids. After all, I was just a student teacher. It was until I got to that point in my residency where students are comfortable and unafraid to share anything and everything that I realized I had students in my classroom that actually really enjoyed being there. I had some of my best students be kids who I was warned about, students who were known for having a bad attitude and who were constantly thought about as a bad kid. I had students tell me how much they enjoyed my class, which they will never know, but it was always without a doubt on the days I felt at my lowest. You will never know the impact you have on someone, and your students will never know the impact they have on you. I heard a quote once by the great Dr. Seuss, definitely not the Lorax, that I feel summarizes teaching to a T, but can be applied as we move forward in life. So I'll leave you with these final words. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Thank you.
Thank you, Myra, for your reflection on your time at the University of Wyoming and for sharing your wisdom and thoughts. We greatly appreciate that. And congratulations again on being selected as our student speaker. That's wonderful. I'd like to now invite Chair of the Faculty Senate, Professor Adrian Fring, to the podium to present the candidates for degrees.
Good afternoon. You made it. Yeah. Congratulations, everyone. On behalf and as chair of the Faculty Senate and on behalf of the faculty today, just a big-hearted congratulations to you all. All of that hard work and sacrifice has finally paid off, and you are here today. Often graduation is just a little bittersweet for us faculty. On one hand, we say goodbye to another group of students with whom we spent a lot of time over the past 4 or 5 or more years, getting to know you, having you in our classes, seeing you around our departments, working with you in extracurriculars and all of those things. However, we also get to share in this celebration, and that's what today should be, a celebration of this major accomplishment and all that it took to get here. So on behalf of the faculty, congratulations once again, everyone. Good luck in your future, and I know that you will impact our communities, our state, and our nation well. Provost Carmen, the students listed in the commencement program and gathered here for this ceremony are eligible to receive bachelor's degrees upon satisfactory completion of the degree requirements. Yes, that's right, you still have to pass those finals that you took this week. On behalf of the faculty at the University of Wyoming, I am proud to present these candidates to you for the conferring of these degrees in the respective fields of study. Thank you all, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Dr. Fring, and now it's time to get down to business. For presenting the class of 2022 on behalf of the university faculty, I appreciate that, and with that I would like to request that our graduates present themselves on stage for recognition, not all at once, by college or school, and we will begin with the College of Arts and Sciences.
From the Department of Anthropology.
Excuse me. Provost Carmen and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
From the Department of Anthropology, Catherine Anderson. Ethan Knudsen. Grace Stanford. Elena Lompe. Aaron Woolley. Kelsey Diaz. Mariah Knutson. Brandon Vega. Randy Altman. Gannon Gunther. Pearson Lindy. From the Department of Botany, Caitlin Loken. Kaya Hafner. Victoria Peterman. Abigail Olson. Carly Asman. Emily Roseno. Amanda McKibben. John Edwards. Jordan DeYoung. Cameron Mendieta. Sydney Fosberg. Amber Voken. Jillian Wirtz. Noah Prohaska. From the Chemistry Department, Abigail Hamilton. Leah Pasafumi. Ryan Miller. Madison Brigham. Abigail Bleesey. From the Department of Chemistry, Tommy Olson. From the Department of Communication and Journalism, Chayton Galloway. Monica Leanne Olson. Zachary Moulter. Carol Ann Walls. Cameron Murphy. Rhonda Laird. McKenna Nylander. Ryan Tucker. Brennan Desch. Ryan Gomez. Chase Galley. Christiana Siaska. James Boda. Zane Garner. Michaela Reese. Matthew Robert. Jacqueline Mead. Shelby Lockey. Adley Shinbeck. Rain Wyckoff. Rylan Talkington. Megan Reich. Kason Erhammer. Riley Box. Jalen Bowe. Delaney Ash. Alexandra Midcalf. Tiffany Passel. Lizzie Cahaley. Grace McDonald. Isabel Fleischle. Lexi Garcia. Amy Stewart. From the Department of Communication and Journalism, Andrew Gibson. From the Department of Criminal Justice and Sociology, Gavin Klein. Kobe Davis. Bryce Thule. Nicole Reyes Aguilera. Deacon Schlichting. Ethan Miller. Zane Moore. Brendan Hunt. Mitch Ferguson. Tyler Gunn. Kaylee Turlington. Naibeth Ayungwa. Liam O'Hara. Maxwell Northam. Marley Sanders. Cameron Miller. Tyler Larson. Joseph Madsen. Serena Garnica. Tyler Rasmussen. Sienna Piercy. Sarah Horsley. Kaylee Hoffelt. Ariana Hoglid. Riley Dixon. Amanda Fender. Coulter Keenan. Kevin Millsap. Whelan McDougall IV. Hayden Wheeler. Evan White. Abby Helwig. Rachel Sorrell. Kimberly Arland. Whitney Foose. Maggie Hawley. Kirby Norris. Peyton Loy. Taylor Jo Hartzell. Michael Vieira. Stephen Cagle. Brandon Moan. Stephanie Diamond. Daniel Benson. Kayla Jones. Caitlin Nagel. Aiden Probst. Megan Van Meter. Kaylee Childers. Ashley Brimmeyer. Bethany Hayworth. From the School of Culture, Gender, and Social Justice, Catherine O'Connor. Tayson Berry. From the Department of English, Madison Oliver. Willow Groneman. Casey Lalaton. Rebecca Watts. Brianna Schiller. Megan Cockett. Wesley Pickles. Caitlin Melodzik. Jasmine Christensen. Leslie Brooks. Tara Fugate. Jocelyn Campbell. Brock Munoz. Buck Bell. Dayanara Valdiva. Chelsea Gurzo. Savannah Erickson. Catherine Rhodes. Chad Frost. Ian Bitsis. From the Department of Geology and Geophysics, Lindsay Richardson. Michaela Green. Jordan Eichmann. Nadia Dwarian. Jessica Gifford. Eleni Patton. Brandon Vickers. Alec Wallen. Silas Getz. Michael Bromley. Mitchell Stevens. Wayne Allen. Elizabeth Halstead. From the History and American Studies Department, Ravante Holt. Gunnar Gentry. Connor Demetz. Shay Davison. Michaela Shaw. Alexander Allison. Elizabeth Ivy. Megan Baker. From the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Maxwell Waite. Alba Sanchez Ramos. Ellie Busser. Aston Agon. Kira Cousins. Seamus Hardigan. Andrew Kerr. From the Department of Modern and Classical Languages, Catherine Swenson. From the Music Department, Zamboni Brown. Rudolph Woodward. Javier Sanchez Lopez. Jonna Lee Franklin. Jane Howell. Skyla Bree. Annie Burton. Brendan Klinger. Dylan Spence. Evan Wambaki. Allison Asplin. Marcus Bravo. From the Department of Philosophy and Religious Studies, Enoch Williams. Colton Rogers. From the Department of Physics and Astronomy, Dax Galloway. Franklin Abraham Lawrence Chapman. Michael Lindman. Declan Emmons. Riley Sutcliffe. Jalen Pate. Shane Gilligan. James Quinnen. Dexter Walters. Julia Perlman. Alexandra Higley. From the School of Politics, Public Affairs, and International Studies, Trey Kirk. Sydney Horton. Anna Mueller. Cole Herring. Kyle Sorrell. Jonathan Whithoff. Allison Reeder. Holly Woodall. Emily Wheeler. Josiah Sanchez. Amarissa Geis. Wendy Luna Garcia. William Person. Gavin Trucks. Eric Jacobson. Jessica Daniels. Dennis Shearer. Benjamin Harrison. Caitlin Crum. Sean Johnson. Bridger Bogus. Grant Huber. Bennett Smith. Colorado French. Ryan McManaman. Selma Satra. Samuel McFarland. Trevor Parker. Jade Whiting. Caleb Marshall. From the Department of Psychology, Mackenzie Hafschild. Isla Skinner. Piper Thompson. Chloe Nelson. Taran Venegas. Logan Cooper. Danica Hacking. Elizabeth Kaler. Bailey Valier. Abigail Anderson. Clara Shaw. Brianna Mahoney. Charlie Ramsey. Jordan Wheeler. Madison Hawker. Cheney Moore. Maggie Connolly. Amber Yardley. Yamile Robert Leon. Miles Williams. Ayana Moiti. Allison Gross. Rachel Ann Day. Annika Pelkey. Taylor Mayer. Brynja Stalkup. Gerald Miller. Caleb Stacy. Evan Staben. Bailey Marcus. McKenna Houlihan. Lacey DeTero Fighton. Mackenzie Medley. Jessica Weber. Hannah Wooster. Mackenzie Bryan. Gia Davis. Jennifer Farn. Pete Duzanis. Shayna Carrillo. McKinley Bradshaw. Dejakai Brown. Allison Morales. Tiffany Dingman. Rebecca DeMello. Cheyenne Tompkins. Jocelyn Alatorre. Kayla Cantu. Kiana Moorhead. Adrian Seeloff. Anna Mayers. Madeline Sauer. Jacob Lewis. Jessica Hawley. Gabriella Ingram. Hannah Arnold. Casey Dellas. From the Department of Theater and Dance, Ty Johnson. Deelyn Miller. Alana Martin. Caleb Daly. Marissa Dilly. Montana Lewis. Mary Dyson. Lauren Asher. Aubrey Tafoya. Katarina Tyler. Aaron White. Caitlin Murray. From the Department of Visual and Literary Arts, Owen Hoff. Boone Schieffer. Sophia Spicer. Christopher Murray. Daniel J. Caligoy. Ian Robinson. Caitlin Kaiser. Aisha Page Aradu. Caitlin Cruz. Ashlyn Dubansky. Catherine Clennon. Bailey Johnson. Haley Jensen. Zoe Parks. Holly Furtick. Lindsay Conley Stewart. Carmen Notich. Catherine Williams. Madison Haas. Sandra Coleman. Emily Hugie. Alexandra Box. Duin Fan. Madison Montoya. Caitlin Ramirez. Austin Smith. Bailey Shupp. Skylar Eads. From the Department of Zoology and Physiology. Dorcas Odogu. Elizabeth Straight. Alyssa Jordan. Jenna Gore. Alexis King. Samantha Shorthill. Madison Chapin. Philip Henry. Cole Nelson. Patrick Jones. Brandon Phillips. Michael Keller. McCade Garneau. Jacob Bayless. Callie Moody. Vivian Miller. Courtney Borer. Kristen Collingwood. Taylor Latham. Makayla Sorensen. Madeline Arnold. Maxwell Moore. Christian Holly. Sierra Nelson. Chloe Garcia. Kayla Griffith. Daniela Lichtenwalner. Megan Sanchez. Michaela Loveland. Mackenzie Sand. Darian Hale. Presley Wheeler. Victoria Weir. Jasmine Lenzagrab Lovera. Fiza Khan. Taylin Thompson. Emily Sweet. Cody Sawina. Jordan Stoner. Rebecca Parsons. Cohen Gore. Kevin Liu. Debar Mehdi. Emma Meese. Hannah Harvey. Kendall Brown. Chloe Lyles. Amanda Norton. Taylor Kenna. Grant Thomas. Bailey Schaefer. Taylor Haddock. Hannah Rhymes. Caden Harbison. Hunter Woodard. Nathan Dukart. Kristen Linnemeyer. Lillian Couture. Quinn Herner. Joshua Taylor. Austin Schaefer. Samuel Wicks. Emily Wolf. Savannah Ebright. Taylor Skiles.
Provost Garman and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Education, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition. Look sharp, education graduates. It's you.
From the Department, School of Teacher Education, Caitlin Blattner. Molly Green. Katrine Hurden. Josie Dury. Sydney Schmidt. Carson Bradley. Isolina Nimick. Maddie Tillard. Samantha Pearson. Briar Goodwine. Jacob Pacheco. Michaela Earl. Cooper Crockett. Angelita Magana. Chloe Rifen. Catherine Everett. Katie Pollard. Kylie Wolfenden. Bailey Young. Alex Lundvall. Brian Bessie. Braden Bringleson. Magdalene Alford. Caitlin Fay. Myra Sagahan. Zachary Davis. Hunter Hill. Bailey Rumpf. Rebecca Ruffy. Wesley Rice. Emily Adkins. Emma Fortunato. Morgan Jenkins. Cooper Stringer. Kelly Wolkober. Jared Brownlow. Connor Shivers. John Hauk. Heather Rowland. Bailey Martin. Jessica Stoner. Kylie Stoltz. Bailey Hamlin. Danielle Ammons. Alexis McBride. Courtney Kirschner. Naira Williams. Shantiva Combs. Gracie Washburn. Clara Olichschlager. Kendall Rasmussen. Ashley Schlegel. Delaney Dean. Carly Witt. Eliza Tinker. Morgan Smith. Emma Keller. Nicole Kraft. Hannah Parker. Taylor Brunsky. Juliana Brockelman. Madison Lund. Marin French. Phoebe Kent. Maria Gutierrez. Cherith Ferret. Cheyenne Jordan. Courtney Derby. Sylvia Jernigan. Delaney Lufer. Abigail Clank. Caroline Lockard. Sally Schroeder. Shayna Bradshaw. Elizabeth Sanford. Sydney Pomeisel. Taylor Smart. Blaine Baker. Christina Lorenz. Jack Mercer. Michaela Wheeler. Tara Andera. Tiffany Shreve. Sydney Stewart. Courtney Hayden. Addison Rolfe. Joshua Rohrbacher. Nicholas Solas. Adam Nitchuff. Benjamin Brown. Clara Burns. Sophie Williams. Josephine Andrew. Abigail Schumeklis. Ryan Reichert. Shane Brown. Eric Pasonic. Robert Morehouse. Samuel Johnson. Owen Junaska. Arabella Mancini. Paige Johnson. Amanda Trammell. Jason Wilkins. Courtney Titus. Sergio Rios Vasquez. Wendy Areza.
Provost Carmen, trustees, as Dean of the Haub School of Environment and Natural Resources, it is a great privilege and a great pleasure of mine to invite our degree candidates from the Haub School to the stage for recognition.
Taya Lovato. Lainey Jones. Aaron Barnhart. Dalton Cole. Mick Bailey. Andrew Wollenberg. Emma Dole. Margaret Craven. Matea Sarn. Taylor Myers. Luke Foring. Olivia Chase. Alana Gee. Nicholas Alice. Parker Newberg. Finnegan Jackson. Piper Steinmans. George Nikon. Lyle Cruz. Cody Blair. Jackson King. Tristan Phelps. Sarah Reed. Natalie Hibbert. Olivia Palaschuk. Emma Dixon. Renee Hageman. Isaac Coleman. Nicole Morstead. Rachel Post. Josie Whitman. Elizabeth Grace Sossaman.
Trustees, as Provost of the University of Wyoming, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates in general studies to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Science, Michael James Whaley. Shireen Watson. Fareed Shkoza. Candidates for the Bachelor of General Studies, Josie Austin. Michael Gassner. Maria Johanna Joyce Ransel. Julia Neff. Nancy Pinson. Charles Raleigh Coons. Jacob Lightfoot. Trevor Bennett. And Wesley Patrick.
And I didn't even ask you to clap. What a great spontaneous response. That's great. I'm pleased now to invite Board of Trustees Chair John McKinley to the podium to offer remarks and authorize the conferral of degrees.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to all of the graduates. Under the laws of the state of Wyoming, as chairman of the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby delegate to President Ed Seidel and Provost Kevin Carman the authority to confer degrees at this commencement ceremony. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chair McKinley. Graduates, we have now come to that essential moment in this ceremony. Please stand as you are able. By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. If you have not, congratulations. Yeah. If you haven't already done so, I invite you to move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left side, signifying that you are now officially graduates of the University of Wyoming. Friends, family, please join me in. Please stand. Everybody, please stand as you are able and congratulate our graduates. All right. Thank you again for being with us on this exciting day and for the privilege of being with you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. Guess what? We're done. Yes. I got one final thing. Some words of wisdom before you go from Ski Magazine. If you choose not to find joy in the snow, you will have less joy in your life, but still the same amount of snow. We ask that you please remain at your seats while the stage party exits. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Wyoming 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremony is now adjourned. Congratulations.